Hello everyone, Usman here, back with another video. So today I'm going to be doing the final episode review for Marvel Studios' What If. It's the final episode of the season. So I'm going to be giving you my thoughts. Did I think it was good? I think it was bad, mediocre, that kind of stuff. As usual for these episodes, I'm going to be doing spoilers, so be on the lookout for that. You've been warned. So for What If episode 9, it is called What If the Watcher Broke His Oath. It was a really good finale. It was really, really good. I don't know if it was the best finale ever. I don't know how it would compare to other episodes, but I will say that it basically just delivered, the action, sort of a good blend of humor and drama and that kind of stuff anyways. I mean, it didn't go too dramatic. It starts off with the Watcher really just going into these different dimensions that have already been established in the previous episodes, with Captain Carter and Thor and Killmonger and T'Challa, Star-Lord, and I guess even Black Widow, stuff like that. So he goes in, he's aware that Ultron Vision bot type of thing has all the Infinity Stones, so the Watcher's you know what, I'm going to go into these different universes of the multiverse or whatever, and I'm going to pick out these individual superheroes, just he's kind of like the Nick Fury of the What If series. He's picking out these different characters. He's just I choose you, so-and-so, I choose you, I choose you, I choose you, I choose you, and then he picks all those different sort of superheroes of those universes and he gathers them all around to essentially just, prepare them for the battle and against Ultron and to go after him and stuff like that, to defeat him. It was pretty cool seeing the dynamic between all those individual characters, just it was a small thing. Thor was always going to stay the same, the extremely comedic type of character either way, the way that he was established in his episode when they debuted it, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And so, I thought that was okay. Captain Carter, she was a good character. They established her more. They brought in, for Captain Carter, they actually brought in some elements of the Winter Soldier, where the opening scene, of course, they replaced Captain America, who was originally in the movie, with, obviously Captain Carter because of the What If series and everything like that. So, that was kind of cool and showing off that dynamic. And, seeing the, I guess, sort of evil, darker sort of Doctor Strange, who's not really evil or dark anymore, seeing him interacting with the characters and working with the Watcher and basically just trying to do better than what he did before. That was actually kind of cool, just seeing more of his powers. And the action, I feel in this series was really, really well established. I think the last 2 or 3 episodes of the series, I feel the action sequences really ramped up. The animation, I think they did really great with in this episode specifically. There were a lot of cool scenes. You also had a sort of a circular kind of shot, just basically just different characters. They were getting prepped up to go into battle. What was kind of interesting to me is that the Watcher had such a hard time defeating Ultron, that really, when you think about it, the only thing that had to actually happen was Black Widow, that they had from the last episode, where Ultron was basically taking over from the Ultron from her universe was taking over everything. All she really had to do in order to stop him was basically take an arrow of Hawkeye's that died in her universe, and basically just take the arrow, be whoosh, and then just shoot it into his eyeball, I believe, with the help of Captain Carter. Yeah, stop him, and essentially just a virus, which was what's his name, Arnim Zola. He was able to take over Ultron's body or something, or Vision's body, or his consciousness, and override him and everything. So that was really interesting. That worked out pretty well. And at the end of the episode, really, there was when they were able to stop Ultron, there was a back and forth between people. Killmonger wanted to take the power, then it was a constant power struggle between the Ultron and Killmonger and stuff, because they're both power hungry. And so Doctor Strange was no, this is I gotta do something, and then he just shoots all these crazy magical ray things at them, and just the aesthetic of it was really awesome in the episode. And also they had a post-credit scene, I think, or a mid-credit scene, where they basically show off that in the future or in the present or something, with Peggy Carter, she's able to find her version of Captain America, of Steve Rogers, that I think in a way he's still alive. So because he's in an Ironmonger type of suit, because in her sort of world, he's the Ironmonger. Ironmonger is one of those, is the original villain from the first Iron Man movie. They got all the beats down, and they even provided some emotion a little bit. There was an ending scene where Natasha didn't want to go back to her own, world where Ultron destroyed it, and Watcher was like, you have to go there, and then I can't intervene, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, I think he manages to bring her into another world where the Avengers survived and making her feel happy. So that was a little emotional. I wasn't emotionally like, oh my gosh, that's so nice of him. I wasn't like that, but, I was just like, oh, that's pretty neat, adding that sort of dimension to, see what I did there, to this series. But yeah, it was a good finale. I think like a lot of people, they said that the show is not like their favorite. Like, yeah, I mean, well, it's a cartoon really, and then on top of that, it's just like some of the episodes have been hit or miss, I guess, for them. Some of them had been, I don't know, somewhat of hits or something for me, I would say. Sometimes misses. Like I said, the weakest episode was the Thor one. That's what I would say. I don't know if I would say this is my favorite. I don't know if I could say this is my favorite. I don't really know what to say about this one. I still think that, yeah, the voices are a little... Sometimes, like, even when Killmonger's acting, when he's voice acting, like, even his voiceover work is kind of, like, a little clunky. Or not clunky, but sometimes even when Michael B. Jordan, who's the guy who voiced Killmonger as well as played him in the movies, in the movie Black Panther, like, when he was voicing Killmonger, like, he kind of had a little bit of... His voiceover work sometimes didn't really seem like he was adding that much emotion to it. It's a small thing, nothing big. I enjoyed What If. Some episodes were better than others. It's a good series. I would recommend it. It's not a bad series. Something that I think people will probably end up enjoying. It's all subjective at the end of the day, so you can think about whether you liked it, loved it, or hated it. I'd say I liked it. I didn't say I loved it, but I liked it. And I typically don't really watch cartoons anymore. If you like this video and all this other sort of stuff, then don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay up to date with the latest content I'll be posting, and I'll see you next time.